Right, it's 4:45, which means I have an hour and a quarter. I'd say to be recording. So I've got I've got oodles of time to get these last couple of races done. I actually forgot to check how many more there are to do. I mean, I know there's all the ones to become like the Kang, but you also got to figure that I need to do a one-on-one against Eddie as well. So I don't know how long this will take in the end. Plus, there's a fucking drag race to be doing, which is gonna take a bajillion tries. So I don't know why I'm even bothering, but I am. Here we are. Time for the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions as far as the eye can see. And I'm gonna be the only one that survives. So, early internet nostalgia out the way. Let's completely demolish this guy because he's slow as fuck. The guys that I had to race. So I made a really weird squelching noise with my mouth there by accident. The guys that I had to race to become the sprint champ were harder to beat than this guy who, is so arrogant. He's challenged me to a one-on-one. And those guys in the sprint were only so difficult to beat because I kept fucking crashing every 2 corners. So becoming the Kang shouldn't really be all that hard. I don't think. I'm definitely going to label this episode WUZ KANGZ. It's just something that I have to do. Oh fuck. Where's my you can go to Egypt right now and you can dig up my tomb. You can go to America and the Mississippi River that you love. That's actually Denial River. So, just stay woke is basically what I'm trying to tell you. But apart from just rehashing Mr. Metacle's content, I've got nothing to say. Oh wait, there's a new episode of Murdoch out today, which I haven't watched yet because I started recording as soon as I got home. I'm gonna have to leave that until after I'm done recording, and oh fuck. Oof. If I'd have paused a bit later and the car had started going down that hill, I probably would have panicked that I've fallen through the world. But luckily, I didn't fall through the world, and the game just had to load in the textures. So there we go. I am now the #1 racer. That was really easy. I've done a lot more difficult races than that. I've had more difficult races than that in this recording session. So I don't know how that guy was #1. The #1 street racer. Well, he's not the #1 street racer. He's the #1 circuit racer. You know what I mean? But I'm done with him. DUN done. Let's move on. Become the drag king, which is going to take a lot more tries because I'm fucking shit at drag racing. Yeah, 108 out of 111. So doing this will be 109, and then doing this will be 110. So yeah, all I've got to do after these last 2 races is beat Eddie, and Need for Speed Underground will be done. And I think I can use that and round out the session perfectly to come back for my next recording session of a street racing game, and it will be Need for Speed Underground 2. I can make a start on that. You know what? That seems like a mighty fine idea. That I'm definitely going to do. Shit, short shifted it off the line. Short shifted it to 2nd. Over revved it to 3rd. Just rely on nitrous. Just rely on nitrous. I didn't get a single good shift, and I didn't realize there was going to be 6 lanes of oncoming traffic to try and contend with. sitting in 6th gear. Now all I have to do is dodge cars coming the other way. And I think I found the perfect lane. Almost. There we go, job done. Wow, I thought that was going to be way harder than it turned out to be. I thought for sure that I was going to be overtaken coming across the finish line. I also don't understand how I still haven't unlocked wide body kits. You know, there's literally like 3 races left in this whole game and I haven't got wide bodies. Actually, they might not be a thing. They're definitely in Underground 2. And I'm pretty sure like the quick race cars, you know, like the Vortex cars and stuff, they have wide bodies. So where the hell am I? Where the hell is my wide body kit? We're going for a look. We're going for a look. Body. Oh no. Okay, well, I guess there aren't wide bodies. Alright, I was getting mad for no reason. This drift is going to be easy, because the last drift was easy, when I remembered which button the handbrake was, which is usually the opposite problem. Which is the opposite problem to what I usually have, which is where all I can find is a handbrake button when I need the nitrous button. It's okay, because all my problems have been solved now. Not. Well, I guess not. As far as hitting the wall goes, but I am still ahead on points compared to everyone else, so all I have to do is score big and I can win this easily, and then, you know, I can conclude the game. I can conclude all over this fucking game, man. Probably within this episode, I should think. I just need to be good at drifting, and then, you know, be good at racing, and then, bam, game over, you win, great job, would you like to play again? Why N? And I'm going to click N, because I want to move on to a different game. So, you know, I haven't finished it yet, but I probably won't be thinking about this when I finally do beat Eddie, so, thoughts on Need for Speed Underground 1? Well, I dig it. I dig it something fierce. You know, I don't quite dig it as much as the Need for Speed games that I have, I guess, nostalgia for, although it wouldn't really be nostalgia because I never stopped playing like the old games that I had from when I was a baby boy until they like stopped working. So, you know, stuff like Underground 2, I don't think I have nostalgia for that because I've never really stopped playing it. This, it's a bit like Underground 2. It's a floatier, I'd say, yeah, a floatier Underground 2, with, you know, worse hit detection on the walls, and the collisions are fucking unbearable. If I had to give it a review, definitely worth a play, but you should probably, you know, for the Underground games, Underground 2 would probably be the one that I recommend over this. As I think just about anyone would. You know, I'm not saying anything contrarian there, like I would, maybe should. So that should be me as the Kang of just about every discipline, I think. If we go back to the race map. One circuit left. Event number 110 out of 100. Actually, this will be episode or part or race 111. TJ messed up Samantha's ride. Beat him to get it back and make amends. So I guess this is just race 110 then. Oh, cousin. Oh, he didn't really say anything, so fine, whatever. I haven't heard from Samantha in ages. Maybe because she was angry. I don't know why she was angry. I don't think I ever rewatched that cutscene back like I meant to. After I'm done recording, I'll watch a compilation of all the Okay, well, yeah, he really messed it up. It looks like he's crashed it to me. Definitely not like he's just repainted it. Well, whatever. It's a Honda Civic anyway. She should be able to afford something better. I have almost 100 grand and nothing to spend it on. I could buy her a new car. You know, if she asked, but no. She hasn't spoken to me since she got mad for God knows why. The plot of this game is kind of, you know, you'd think it would just be about working your way up to being the Kang and being Eddie, but there's like side shit to do with Samantha and stuff. And I don't know. I guess it doesn't help that there's no subtitles and I don't have sound to hear the game, which would definitely help in you know, my comprehension of everything that's going on, which is why I need to watch that compilation of cutscenes I was talking about. Well, I really should have switched down to an Eclipse when I was thinking about it at the beginning of this session, because driving this Skyline is just playing this game on easy mode. Oh, fuck. I guess not. As easy as I thought. Maybe as easy as I would have liked. Yeah, I think I was saying something before I got distracted. Oh yeah, the final race against Eddie. I guess this is just event 110. You know, I think I already said that, but that's like all I can remember saying before I went off on that tangent about like the characters in this game being kind of weird. Not written so good, but it's not intrusive like in Payback in 2015. And you know, if this game was just about becoming the #1 street racing king, it wouldn't have lost anything, I don't think, because no one remembers Samantha anyway, because everyone likes Rachel more. Probably because Rachel is hotter, because like she's not a low poly 3D render, she's like an actual photograph, and a kind of like weirdly doctored photograph of an actual woman that exists, which is maybe why I kind of, now that I think about it, I think I like Samantha more. Although the idea of Rachel is that she's in a comic book, and you know, Samantha is supposed to be 3D animated, and in terms of like the hentai I watch, actually, a hentai recommendation right now, I think it's called Charm Wife. Charm Wife 2 definitely is pretty good. It's about this, I mean, I don't know why I've been, oh fuck, he took the shorter route, I ended up taking the longer route because I fucked up so hard. I don't know what it was, but, well, actually I know exactly what it was. But over the half term, I decided that I wouldn't nut for a few days, you know, just edge for a while. Hopefully I could bust a massive nut at the end, and it worked. It was a fucking bomb. I ended up finding this website. Can't remember what it was called now, but if I searched up for, I'm pretty sure it's Charm Wife. I don't know. I'd have to. I'll put the name of it in the description. I thought it was pretty the bomb. Apart from the ending, which I'm gonna spoil it, but it's porn anyway, so it doesn't matter. I kind of wish that the husband hadn't found out at the end. You know, open it up for more stuff, because it was pretty fucking hot. You know, usually I'm not into the CG animated, you know, 3D stuff, but like every so often it really gets me, you know. And then the 2D stuff always just feels a bit lazier, because they just repeat everything for like 5 minutes at a time. And I know that they do the same thing with the CG stuff, but the 2D stuff is always like 20 minutes long max, and the CG stuff is like, you get straight up like 2 hours. It's the best, especially when you really like edging like I do. You can just like plonk on a video, if it's any good, bam, you got 2 hours of content right there, you know. You know, good shit, man, good shit. That'll be the end of this episode. Yeah, Charm Wife. I'll probably link it in the description. It's fucking good. Would recommend for certain. Hell yeah, there are wide bodies in the game. All right, cool. I didn't think there would be, but there are. Hell yeah, let's choose me a unique body part. We can go for Vapor Wave, or we can go for Mantis, Praying Mantis. Mantis has more like angles and vents and stuff. I kind of don't like the smooth look that Vapor has, so we're going for Mantis. And then next week, it truly is time for the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny against Eddie.